We're going to wire up a corded style supervisory valve switch, and we're going to test it, make sure it works okay. We're also going to program an annunciator so that it enunciates amber and not red. And that's on a notifier panel. So have a look at the clip. So the problem we got, this one wasn't registering supervisory. Now if you look at this is, I don't like these to begin with, but the modern versions of them are not that bad. And the market for these is that you're just replacing legacy equipment. This is not for a new install. So here's the old one, and you see how it just goes back in? Okay, so that's just totally wrong that it can just go back in on its own. When it comes out, it's supposed to be keyed in. Let's look at this. So if I pull that out, the panel is supposed to short. So that would be a supervisory short, a latching. If I cut the cable, that's an open. If I lift the cover, it's an open. What one has to remember is that if I pull this, it's a supervisory. No matter what the state is of this, whether the cover's off or it's cut, that is still a supervisory. So that's the number one priority, supervisory, regardless of what's going on. And to get the wiring right, I've wired probably 1,000 of these, and I'm not a big fan of them, but they're not that bad. So you want to come in with your zone, and you want to go, this is the first place you go. So that would be red and orange. So there's my zone right there. That's the panel right there. These two. So red and orange at the switch is from your panel. When it comes out of your supervisory micro switch, it comes out as, so it goes in as red and orange, it comes out as red and orange. When it comes out as red and orange, you want to go to the yellow. Because the yellow is attached to it makes contact with the cab tire white. Okay, now the cab tire black is redundant, you don't use it. So just cut that off. But the white on the cab tire is continuity with the yellow. So it comes out of the shorting switch, like I said. Take it into yellow, it comes out as white. Then it goes into the cover switch. And when it comes out of the cover switch, it comes out as blue. So blue goes back to the to the underline. And the other side of the underline is the other red. I gotta find it here. Sorry, the other orange. No, wrong, the other red. Okay? Once you do a couple, they're not bad, but again, the sequence has to be as follows. Supervisory, no matter what, high priority. Cutting it, open, taking the cover switch off, open. You remember that, you got her made. All right, there's your supervisory. Even though the cover's off, that zone is shorted. So it's not gonna see an open because the cover's off and it's open, but it's not gonna see the open because it's shorted. The cab tire is pulled, the headphone jack. All right, so we're gonna put this back in. Now to get it in, it's locked, right? That's how you get it in. Now it's going to show an open because I've got the cover off. Let's go back to the panel. All right, there's your treble. That's because the cover's open. Now obviously I'm not going to cut the cab tire because that would be destructive. However, I have metered it, and I've metered it through that micro switch, through the jack switch, and that's how it works. Backflow prevention in and backflow prevention out. When we programmed it, it came in red. So we've reprogrammed those LEDs to be amber. So we're just going to test it. All right. Okay, this one right here, you flip it to on, which is that way. You flip it to on, goes into programming mode, and then you select which ones you want to change colors, and it'll cycle through the colors. And then you can always check it with the lamp test. And that's how you program a ACM24. We hit acknowledge, and then it goes steady.